What's going on, guys? Bacon here, and I told you EA Sports would bring EASHL to NHL 15. I told you they could do it, current gen. So I was talking about it the whole time. You guys doubted it. Fucking told you. I'm just kidding. I got a lot of backtracking to do here. I'm going to justify a few things though, but the truth is EASHL did not make it to next gen. Yes, it's still in current gen, not in next gen. That's really the game mode we care about. GM Connected's out. Live the Life is out. I think Be a Pro's back. I never really played that stuff, but for you guys that like Live the Life, it's also out. And then the NHL 94 mode is out. Sorry guys, the 94 mode's out. So sorry, you guys probably can't sleep at night because of that. But anyways, so when this got announced, obviously I've been taking heat ever since that. Remember that video where I said EA nailed it? And then remember the other video where I said these sources suck, they don't know what they're talking about, don't listen to these sources, get rid of your sources, get rid of your sources. Okay, well, I'm gonna justify a couple things in that video, but at the end of the day, the sources were right. And the only guy I called out was Operation Sports. I apologize to you. And you were pulling off the Best Buy website, so you are right. And I didn't really follow your website until kind of after that video. Like, I checked that out, I heard that, and then I made my judgment there because Best Buy was wrong about the release date. It's a fact. They said it was coming out in September, so Best Buy says, yep, September 31st. And then everybody's like, it's coming out the 31st. And all of a sudden it's the 9th, right? So they were wrong. They had a piece of information. They put it together. And anyways, so that was put on there. So I kind of judged you from that. This case, you're 100% right, and you're the first person to put out the information. You get props, man. I apologize. And the guy that runs that website's a good dude. So go check out the website. Honestly, he's like the first to announce everything on every sports game. I swear to God. He's got everything. He also has an interview with Rammer, which I'm going to refer to several times in this video right now. So that's in the description. The game mode link is in the description, announcing no EASHL and everything else from EA. So go check out both of those things. And then also on Operation Sports, Rammer did kind of an Ask Me Anything kind of forums thing. You go and ask him questions. You can read through those. He answers a few questions. Some of them are kind of neat. If you want to check it out, go check that out as well. But let me start justifying that last video. Okay, so I questioned the Best Buy source and, you know, the Costco source, all those big box retailers, all that shit, right? I questioned that. Now, I'm going to refer to that interview that's linked in the description. Check it out. And let me just read. I'm not going to read much of it. Let me just read a couple parts, okay? So the question was, what does the dev team think of all the feedback this omission has gotten and will be getting? I assume the feedback is being heard. Now, I'm going to skip down a little bit. Rammer says, with social media, two-way communications, big, I pride myself in all that stuff. That's great. Okay, and then he says, for us, I understand the confusion. We didn't want to create more confusion by putting out a message without all the information until literally today, when we made the final call on whether OTP and EASHL were going to be in the game. You see what I'm saying? You're telling me that Best Buy knew how many weeks ago, at least 1, maybe 2 weeks ago, that EASHL was already not going to be in the game, and Rammer's sitting here saying that we just decided that today. How in the hell could these sources be 100% accurate and be legitimate sources if Rammer's saying they just decided today that for sure these game modes were out? How, like, if OTP was in, it would have been more than 2 to 4 players. It would have been more, definitely. OTP is going to be in with a download, by the way. Check it out, links in the description. But yeah, it's, I don't know. I still kind of stand behind what I said, that these sources aren't legitimate, but in this case, they were right. So that's what I'm saying right there. All right, but let's move on to the next part, and I got a little bit of an EA rant. I mean, why not? We're on a bit of a streak with it. Where's my golden ticket? God damn it. Give me that Charlie and Chocolate Factory golden ticket. Come on. Anyways, so let's refer back to this, and I'm going to kind of contradict myself because I just used Rammer's word to support my argument, and now I'm actually going to question it because, well, just watch this. I'm your biggest fan, buddy. So Operation Sports asked Rammer, they said, what development challenges led to the removal of key game modes and how long ago was the decision made to remove these features? Now Rammer, he responds with, if you go back a little bit, we weren't there for the first year of new consoles. No shit, we've been playing on PS3 360. Anyways, the team was focused on delivering the best possible experience we could and really maxing it out on Gen 3, which is PS3 360 with NHL 14. The reality is we had 12 months to deliver NHL 15 itself. What? What? Are you kidding? There's no way. There's no way. Why? Why would you take a year if this is true? If what you're saying is true, I do hope you're actually lying when you say that, because if this is true, why would you take a year off when the next gen consoles, like you've already admitted, you just admitted that you made NHL 15 in 12 months. Why didn't you do that last year? Why did we have to go through NHL 14? Why? I don't get it. I don't get it. Why didn't this happen last year? Why would you think that bringing us the best last generation console game would be better than moving on to next gen with every other sports game? I don't get it. Let me know if you guys disagree with me there, but I think that is absolutely insane. I honestly hope that you guys have been working on this for at least 18 months. An extra 6 months. I really do. I hope that it took longer. I hope you're just saying that because EASHL didn't come out in time. I get that there was probably complications and it was tough to put together. I realize you're probably trying, but I don't get that. I honestly don't get why you would wait 12 months in order to start from 12 months. Like, I don't get why we had to go through NHL 14 on last gen. That should have been brought to next gen last year, just like every other sports game. I don't get that. I seriously, you know what? I just have to assume that Rammer's just saying that because all the game modes couldn't come out. They didn't have enough time to do it all. I have to assume that they had more than 12 months. There's no other reason to take the year off. And I'm not, like, I know you brought out NHL 14. That's great. It was a fun game. I had fun playing it all year. But you would have went to next gen. Like, you made the game in 12 months. You're saying you made it in 12 months anyways. So why wouldn't you have done that last year? I just don't see it. I don't see that. That's probably my biggest complaint with the entire article. Like, I don't even get that. I don't get that. Anyway, let's move on. Let's talk about DLC. So they're saying that OTP is going to come out in a DLC. So you're going to be able to download it, and then you're going to be able to play OTP. You won't get your own creative player or whatever. That's EASHL, so you won't get that. But you'll get to play 6 vs 6. I don't even know. I never really played online team play, but you get to play 6 vs 6 with NHL players, right? So that'll be fun. At least you'll kind of get a taste of it. No clubs, no nothing like that, though. At least you'll get to see how the game will play with 12 human players on the ice. My guess, and this is just a 100% guess, don't use this source. My guess is that the collision physics, you know, when players run into each other and they fall all over the place, that 12-player collision physics, my guess is that is the hiccup that held everything up. That's my guess. That's my guess. He talks about it in that Ask Me Anything. He said there's more chance of desyncing with 12 players and all that stuff, right? So that will kind of answer some of your questions. But anyways, I don't know. I keep getting the question, do you think if, like, people are starting petitions and all this stuff, I don't think any of that's going to help, guys. That's just my opinion. Maybe it would. I don't think it will, though. If they could have brought EASHL, they would have done it. I don't believe they're trying to force us to play hot. I don't think that's the case. If they could have brought EASHL in NHL 15 for launch, I think they would have done it and came out and tried to win the best sports game of the year. This has kind of ticked off the community for them, and I still think it's going to be a fun game. I don't really play ESHL that much, though. If you're one of those guys that only plays it, I don't even really know what to say about that. Like, what are you guys going to do? Are you going to stay on the last gen? Are you going to get both? Are you only going to get one? Are you going to get any? Like, I don't know. I mean, last gen's going to be cool. I feel like it's going to look a lot like NHL 14. You're going to have new commentators and the game modes and a couple new features, but it's going to look a lot like NHL 14. So that's my opinion. Other than that, guys, let me know what you guys think of all this. Check out those links in the description. That Operation Sports is a good website. Go check it out. I apologize for being wrong. I know a lot of you put faith on my word, and I think they were trying to do it, though. We put a lot of faith in EA here at Bacon Country. We never did get our golden ticket either for it. But, yeah. So, I guess that was our first mistake. That's Bacon logic right there. Trusting EA. And then paying the price twice, I guess. Anyways, guys, hopefully you guys like this video. We'll see you guys soon.